It all started with a highly regarded MC demonstration. I won first place in the reservation aboard the industry, the luxury liner where the richest rhymers vacation. Board the begin tracing to the bowels of the ship, the location of my cabin, with other MCs bound by love and passion. Separated from the elite, slaves to money and fashion. I hear the horns blasting, hurry up the stairs to wave goodbye. There she caught my eye, my every desire she personified.
She strolled by on the upper deck with Puffy decked in his blast. For me escorted and courted by him, she glanced inside him handfully and captured me. It had to be that instance that forever changed that night as I enjoyed the tame sea. Someone cried and sniffled straight. It can't be that dainty female climbing over the rail. She failed, she wailed about being used, but I spoke truths and prevailed. I reached out and she failed. A desperate grab barely saved the light. As we tumbled to the deck, I heard, "Get your hands up off my wife."
As I tried to rise, I stared into eyes that glare jealous. Hold up, fellas, don't get overzealous. Let me explain and tell, this isn't what it seems. I heard screams that came with the double. Saw this lady stumble and grabbed her. I don't want no trouble. With the startled nod, she agreed. Introduced herself as hip-hop, then proceeded to thank me for the deed with a dinner invitation. A knowing situation, I felt out of place and needed new clothes. But who knows, maybe I could win a heart with a few flows.
See, I use prose as a lens through which I view those things I've got to see. Hence this odyssey, to make the hidden truths glare out more obviously. The oddity of it all is that I could tell she felt confined as a concubine of the unrefined. And yet she acted as if she didn't mind. Our fates were intertwined and thus I spoke with blinded honesty. These bad boys can't show you what you want to see, just promise me. She said, don't corner me, I'm gonna be stalkers puffs to when it's time for dinner. Knowing the delay wouldn't defend her from the truth.
As I sat at the table, I was barely able to contain my laughter. When minutes after dinner was served, Puff Daddy had the nerve to begin a speech about the reach of his influence and majesty. I sat during his pageantry, wishing she knew the tragedy of his lies, until gradually our eyes met and she realized my loathing for this fool promoting a legacy over integrity. Essentially, he personified everything I'd come to hate, turned to take the hand of my date into the underground for escape.
I said, girl, it ain't about the page, cause money's just an evil prop. The way these weasels got you horned pretty with their evil plots. But once the needle drops, the Beatles shock you with a vengeance. It's like we floated through a dream, the scene was hip-hop's independence. We just kicked it with my friends and she saw me tear apart the open mic. Tonight we flown the heights of which she'd never known the light. I knew that she'd been shown the light as we alone alighted at a cabin. Imagine no more glamour life as the banner wife to hip-hop.
At the sun's dawn, Puff flows on some type of crazy jealous trip to drip on that slang and don't lie, cause my spy saw you on that feather's hip. They could sell the ship and still not match my net worth. So quit your scheme and stop embarrassing me in the network. Forget thoughts of promiscuity, you were promised to me by your mother. One way or another, you're gonna be my trophy and my lover. As the tears spilled, her heart filled with anger, fear and loathing, she felt close to exploding and then her mother started scolding.
Sharp foreboding played the conscience as a mother kicked the nonsense. Constant nagging and reminders of the family's lack of contents. See, your mom's ends came from music and a motto, if you got it, use it. Bitch, I told her that's like hanging out just cause the news fits. You get what you give until you're real, then you can't really live. And that's the code of life, not shacking up to be a rich man's wife. You can't fight for control, the fire deep inside your soul unfolds and holds us both enraptured, and that's just as good as gold.
If you mold your destiny, that's the recipe for peace of mind. When I release a rhyme, each design is meant to teach your kind. That all your cheddar don't make you better, you're still empty inside. Then side by side we ran into a cabin looking for a place to hide. She sat beside me and eyed me with a sensual look, then took my hand and said, is there a place for me in your book of rhymes? Write lines about me, make me feel beautiful again. And when she bared her soul, I took control of my pad and pen.
I knew I had her then, she viewed me as the paladin who'd pierce the paradox of a pair of moves, a pair in perfect packaging, with javelins and rhymes unraveling her mind until we heard what's happening in there. C-Mace had been sent to apprehend, he gave chase but we baffled him by dashing in and out of doors and crawling on all fours between the workers doing chores, until we came to where they stored cars and we climbed in Puffy's Benzo, and so we made love to our rhythm thieves inside the tempo.
While we lay in rapture, a catastrophe loomed ahead unforeseen. The industry seemed to be in a pristine sea of green, but then an unsuspected change in the climate brought disaster. And what was after the collision, so-called rappers lost the path to the fast lane. The industry was the only transportation, lacking innovation, they relied on supply and reputation. But their time had finally come despite lies, and what a sight to my eyes to see them fight to survive this night despite their high lives.
While they sip crystal in my ties, Mother Nature hollered foul. An independent iceberg ran the industry to a barrel. Master P threw in the towel, grabbed some dank and hopped into his tank. Pulled rank on Silk and Mystical, but in the end all of them sank. Egos shrank in a split sec, Will Smith's next to walk the plank. Little Kim and Foxy realized they shit stank. Too Short lost his bank. Bone Thugs came up blank, looking for the crossroads, they got gang. Jay-Z gurgled, jigga what, jigga who, jiggas threw another platinum
the
frame.
swank surroundings were drowning in a sea of greed. Jermaine and Reed proceed to plead for the bad to writers that's with indeed. Missy was in her trash bag clothing, floating in the sea spray. And all during D-Fray, Timberland was mumbling over the PA. It was D-Day for DMX, Juvenile jump shit next. All Ja Rule could do was holla, holla. Redundantly, it was abundantly clear the game was near. A pup approached with 5 at his back. His voice on the track, arrest him and check his pack.
Y'all get this sack, shouted as they crowded in the tackle. Had me on the wall like spackle, but I tried to but Puffy couldn't face defeat. He grabbed the tape, he sneaked on me and claimed he laced the beat. Stayed discreet, he told the locks as they chained me to a chair. But hip-hop helped me get away and saved me from despair. It's fair to mention that without an intervention I'd be off the list, as the VMS industry tilted and slowly slipped to the abyss.
Dismiss this situation for a moment, with a kiss to her lips. I had to resist the urge to pray for postponement. I'd known it was meant to be. The destiny of the industry was to burn and sink, along with crews who refused to learn a thing. When I turned awake, she returned a concerned blink, and I discerned a high degree of anxiety. Are we gonna die? Yes, again, don't lie to me. I tried to be calm, touch the arm of the one I cherish. You're too important to die, and I swear that I won't let you perish.
The facade I forced was fearless, but I never wished to repeat this scenario. See, I was prepared to throw my life so hers could grow. The ship took vertical, and we clung to the rear. I told her, okay, this is it, put on this life vest, baby, here we go. Then we descended like God recommended, lower periscope. The splash tore hip-hop from my grasp as I thrashed in liquid burial. The water froze me numb as I succumbed. Then barely broke the surface to find myself amongst 1,000 bobbing, screaming shit.
Hear me rose, a frightened screamer, despite what seemed hopeless. I tried to focus my attention span and formulate a plan for hip-hop survival. I grabbed her hand to check her vital signs. She was alive but fading fast, some kind of rap I had to find. Then just in time, an old b-boy square floated closely by. Made the grab before the stab of pain when I looked into her eye. See, we didn't both dare try to fit, there was only room for one. So I told her that I loved her, smiled and did what had to be done.
The catastrophe's come and gone, and we made it clear, but listen dear, I feel my end is near, there's only space for you to persevere. And then I disappeared, my body crept into the icy depths, as my soul rose to where those fabled pearly gates protect. I double checked to see the lifeboat scoop her up just like a shovel, and I knew she'd carry on and make it through her life, no trouble. I love you, I heard her last assertion to me echo, I love you too, hip-hop, just promise that you'll never let go.